Good evening. This is All India Radio and I am Valsa Williams with the news at 9. The headlines. Campaigning for the first phase of Lok Sabha polls ends. Voting on Thursday. Election authorities fully geared up for conducting free and fair polls. In Chhattisgarh, BJP MLA Bhima Mandavi and 4 security personnel killed in a Maoist attack in Dantewada district. Prime Minister Narendra Modi condemns the attack. British Prime Minister Theresa May holds talks with German Chancellor Angela Merkel over delay of Brexit deal. And in IPL cricket, match between Chennai Super Kings and Kolkata Knight Riders underway in Chennai. Campaigning for the first phase of Lok Sabha polls ended this evening. Voting will be held in 91 constituencies spread over 18 states and 2 union territories in this phase on the 11th of April. All parliamentary constituencies of Andhra Pradesh, Arunachal Pradesh, Meghalaya, Mizoram, Nagaland, Sikkim, Andaman and Nicobar, Lakshadweep, Telangana and Uttarakhand will go to polls in this phase. Besides Assam, Bihar, Chhattisgarh, Jammu and Kashmir, Maharashtra, Manipur, Odisha, Tripura, Uttar Pradesh and West Bengal will also vote in the first phase. Simultaneously, voting for single-phase assembly elections in Andhra Pradesh, Sikkim, Arunachal Pradesh and for 28 of 147 seats in Odisha will also take place on Thursday. The election authorities have fully geared up for conducting free and fair polls on Thursday. Total 443 candidates are in the fray for 17 Lok Sabha constituencies in Telangana. This includes 25 female candidates, while Congress, BJP and TRS fielded 17 candidates each. CPI and CPIM fielded 2 candidates each. BSP fielded 5 candidates, while MIM fielded only 1 candidate. Telangana Chief Electoral Officer Dr. Rajat Kumar informed that all necessary arrangements have been put in place, including in Nizamabad, where 185 candidates are in the contest and 12 ballot units are being used. 2.97 crore electors will be utilizing their franchise at 34,604 polling stations. Meanwhile, Additional Director General of Police Jitendra said that the Police Department has made elaborate arrangements for smooth conduct of elections. In Uttar Pradesh, as the cacophony of electioneering fell silent, candidates and their supporters are engaging in interpersonal canvassing now. More from our correspondent.
CCTV cameras are installed at borders of neighboring states and teams of police personnel are deployed at the barriers to make sure that illegal liquor, weapons or unaccounted cash does not enter the constituencies. The first phase polling will decide the electoral fate of 96 candidates, including 4 union ministers VK Singh, Sanjeev Balian, Satyapal Singh and Mahesh Sharma. RLD leaders Ajit Singh, Jayant Chaudhary and Imran Masood from Congress are other important leaders who are in fray. The 8 seats which will go to poll on 11th April has a total of 1.5 crore voters, out of which more than 68 lakhs are female. Sushil Chandra Tiwari, AIR News, Lucknow.
In Uttarakhand, voting for 5 parliamentary seats will be held in the first phase. All preparations for peaceful polling have been completed. More from our correspondent.
There is a state contest between BJP and Congress in all the 5 Lok Sabha seats of the state. BJP had won all the 5 seats in the last elections. Congress is working hard to change this scenario this time. In all, 52 candidates are in the fray for the 5 seats. These include Union Minister of State Ajay Tamta from the reserved seat of Almora, while Congress General Secretary Harish Rawat is contesting from Nainital seat, with the election campaign coming to a halt this evening. Candidates and their supporters have engaged in door-to-door contact. Meanwhile, polling parties for far-flung areas have already been dispatched to their polling stations. Raghavesh Pandey, AIR News, Dehradun.
In Assam, polling will be held at 5 seats: Lakhimpur, Tezpur, Kaliapur, Dibrugarh and Jorhat seats in the first phase. Our correspondent has filed this report.
75 lakh voters will decide the political fate of the 41 candidates, including 2 women, in the first phase of polls in Assam. All the seats are likely to see straight fight between the Congress and the NDA. Former Minister Pawan Singh Gatwar, sitting MP Gaurav Gogoi, and former bureaucrat AMG VK Bhanu are in the fray from the Congress. Sitting MP Pradhan Barua and Rameswar Teli, along with ministers in the Sonowal government, Tapan Kumar Gogoi and Pallav Lochhan Das will try their luck from the BJP. Aham Gana Parishad Monimara Mohanto is also in the fray from the Koliabar seat. Manaspatim Sharma, AR News, Guwahati.
Meanwhile, filing of nomination also ended for the fourth phase of Lok Sabha elections today. 71 constituencies spread over 9 states will go to polls in this phase on the 29th of this month. Scrutiny will take place tomorrow, while April the 12th is the last date for withdrawal of candidature. Campaigning for the remaining phases of Lok Sabha elections has also gained momentum. The Election Commission today announced by-polls to 6 assembly constituencies spread over 3 states. These are Panaji in Goa, Kundugol in Karnataka, and Sulur, Aravakurachi, Tiruparam, Kundaram and Ottapidaram in Tamil Nadu. Notification for the polls will be issued on the 22nd of this month, and candidates can file nominations till the 29th of April. Polling will be held on the 19th of May and counting will take place on the 23rd of May. Panaji seat fell vacant due to the death of former Goa Chief Minister Manohar Parrikar. Sulur and Tiruparam Kundaram seat fell vacant after the death of sitting AIADMK MLAs R. Kanagaraj and A.K. Bose. Ahead of the first phase of Lok Sabha polls, the Election Commission transferred the Superintendent of Police of Cooch Behar district of West Bengal today. The Commission in its order transferred Abhishek Gupta and posted Amit Kumar Singh as the new Superintendent of Police of the district. The election in Cooch Behar parliamentary seat along with Alipur Duar will be held on the 11th of this month. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu has said that vote is a pious responsibility and everyone should exercise it to improve quality of the polity, strengthen democracy and build a glorious future for individuals and the nation. In a message, Mr. Naidu said India is the largest democracy in the world and people must now make it the best democracy in the world. The Vice President said people have to exercise the right to vote, the right to choose and the right to shape the quality of their polity. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates, follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts.
News Services Division of All India Radio is broadcasting a special live program, Janadesh 2019, on the developments related to the General Elections 2019.
Tune in to the FM Gold channel of AIR from 4:05 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. every day till the announcement of results to listen to this special program.
In a massive Maoist attack, BJP MLA Bhima Mandavi and 4 security personnel were killed in Dantewada district of Chhattisgarh this evening. Maoists blasted an IED and then opened indiscriminate fire on a carcade of the MLA near Koakonda area. The MLA was returning after election campaigning. More from our correspondent.
The only MLA of BJP from Bastar region in Chhattisgarh, Bhima Mandavi, was returning to Nakulnar after addressing an election rally in Kirandul. Today was the last day of campaigning in Bastar Lok Sabha constituency, where the polling is scheduled to be held on April 11th. The incident took place at around 5 this evening when the Maoists triggered a blast targeting the convoy of MLA near the Shamgiri area. After the blast, Maoists opened indiscriminate fire. In the attack, MLA Bhima Mandavi and 4 police personnel were killed on the spot. After the incident, senior police officials rushed to the spot of the blast and massive combing operations have been launched. Vikalp Shukla, AIR News, Raipur.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi has condemned the Maoist attack in Chhattisgarh. Mr. Modi paid tributes to the security personnel who were martyred in this attack. In a tweet, the Prime Minister said the sacrifices of these martyrs will not go in vain. Congress President Rahul Gandhi has termed the Naxal attack in Chhattisgarh as extremely painful. In a tweet, Mr. Gandhi paid tributes to those who lost their lives in the attack. In Jammu and Kashmir, an RSS leader who was injured in a terrorist attack in Kishtwar district of Jammu division succumbed to injuries at GMC hospital in Jammu this afternoon. Terrorists had shot him along with his PSO, who was killed on the spot. Army has been deployed in the town and a massive hunt has been launched in the area to nab the terrorists. The Supreme Court has dismissed a petition seeking stay on the release of a biopic on Prime Minister Narendra Modi. The Apex Court said the petition is premature as the censor board has not yet certified the movie. The Apex Court bench, comprising Chief Justice Ranjan Gogoi and Justices Deepak Gupta and Sanjeev Khanna, said even if the film is released on April the 11th, it will be appropriate for the petitioner to seek a redressal from the Election Commission. Vice Admiral Bimal Verma has withdrawn his petition challenging his supersession for the post of Navy Chief after the Armed Forces Tribunal asked him to first approach the Ministry of Defence for redressal of his grievance. As per rules, Vice Admiral Verma had the option of filing a statutory complaint with the Defence Minister before taking the legal recourse. He had approached the tribunal challenging the appointment of Vice Admiral Karambir Singh as the next Navy Chief, replacing Admiral Sunil Lamba. At the stock markets, key indices rose today in a volatile trade on sustained buying in banking and auto stocks towards the fag end of the session, and the rupee snapped a 3-day losing streak against the dollar. A report.
Sensex at the Bombay Stock Exchange gained 239 points or 0.6% to 38,939. Nifty at the National Stock Exchange rose 67 points or 0.6% to end at 11,672. At the Forex market, rupee surged 37 paise to 69.30 against the dollar. But gold slumped 235 rupees to 32,980 rupees per 10 grams in Delhi. And Brent crude futures gained 25 cents to trade at $70.85 a barrel. This is Lalema Aneja Dang for AIR News.
The CBI today opposed the bail plea of RJD Chief Lalu Prasad Yadav in the Supreme Court. He is serving a jail term in connection with fodder scam cases. The CBI told a bench headed by Chief Justice Ranjan Gogoi that Lalu Yadav would misuse the bail for political activities ahead of the Lok Sabha polls. The CBI also said that grant of bail in cases of corruption in high offices would set a very wrong precedent. British Prime Minister Theresa May held talks with German Chancellor Angela Merkel in Berlin today in a bid to delay the Brexit deal. Ms. May is also scheduled to meet French President Emmanuel Macron tonight in Paris to urge him to back her request to delay Brexit again until the 30th of June. EU leaders will meet in Brussels tomorrow to discuss Ms. May's request to move the Brexit deadline, which is set for April the 12th. Ms. May will be at an emergency summit tomorrow when all EU states will vote on an extension. UK lawmakers finally approved a Brexit bill yesterday after weeks of failing to reach agreement on May's proposals or any of the alternative models of leaving the EU. The bill aims to block a no-deal Brexit, whereby the UK crashes out of the EU without any transition arrangements in place. Faced with political deadlock in London, the EU agreed last month to postpone Brexit from March the 29th to April the 12th. In IPL cricket, the match between Chennai Super Kings and Kolkata Knight Riders is underway in Chennai. Put into bat, Kolkata Knight Riders were 76 for 7 in 15.3 overs when reports last came in. Both the teams have 8 points each on the points table, but Kolkata tops the table on the basis of net run rate. Tomorrow, Mumbai Indians will lock horns with Kings 11 Punjab at the Wankhede Stadium in Mumbai. The match will begin at 8 p.m. In football, the Indian women's team bowed out of the 2020 Olympic qualifying tournament in Mandalay today on goal difference despite a 3-3 draw against Myanmar Eves. Both India and Myanmar were on 6 points from 2 games, but Myanmar enjoyed a better goal difference compared to India. India had begun their campaign with a victory against Indonesia 2-0 and thrashed Nepal 3-1 in the second game. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Campaigning for the first phase of Lok Sabha polls ends voting on Thursday. Election authorities fully geared up for conducting free and fair polls. In Chhattisgarh, BJP MLA Bhima Mandavi and 4 security personnel killed in a Maoist attack in Dantewada district. Prime Minister Narendra Modi condemns the attack. British Prime Minister Theresa May holds talks with German Chancellor Angela Merkel over delay of Brexit deal. And an IPL cricket match between Chennai Super Kings and Kolkata Knight Riders underway in Chennai. And that is all in the news at 9. Good night.